Live like a leader with Stoic thinking. Become unshakable with ancient wisdom. What makes a true leader? Is it charisma, power, or intelligence? Or is it something deeper, something steadier? Throughout history, the world's most respected leaders shared one rare trait: an unshakable mind. When chaos erupted, they stayed calm. When adversity struck, they didn't break. When emotions flared, they chose reason. How did they do it? Their secret lies in Stoic thinking, a philosophy born in ancient Greece, practiced in the heart of the Roman Empire, and still deeply relevant today. This isn't just an abstract theory. Stoicism is a way of life, a mindset that can transform anyone, whether you're a CEO, a parent, a soldier, or a student, into a powerful, grounded leader. In this video, we're going to unpack how Stoic wisdom can elevate your leadership, sharpen your mind, and anchor you in turbulent times. You'll discover actionable principles, timeless stories, and practical habits to help you lead not just others, but yourself. Let's begin the transformation. What is Stoic thinking? Stoicism is a philosophy that teaches us how to master our emotions, act with virtue, and live according to reason and nature. Originating in ancient Greece around 300 BC, it was made famous by three powerful thinkers: Epictetus, a former slave turned teacher of personal freedom; Seneca, a wealthy Roman advisor who taught restraint in the face of excess; Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor who wrote Meditations, a personal journal of wisdom that still inspires millions today. At the heart of Stoicism is this fundamental idea: you cannot control what happens to you, but you can control how you respond. This mindset forms the foundation of leadership, because leadership is not about controlling everything. It's about remaining composed and decisive even when things fall apart. The inner citadel. Marcus Aurelius called it the inner citadel, a fortress within your mind, calm, unbothered, and unbreakable. True leaders operate from this inner citadel. They don't lead from panic or pride. They lead from strength, clarity, and purpose. Think about it. Storms will come. Criticism will rise. Markets will crash. People will disappoint you. But if your mind is trained like a Stoic, none of it can defeat you. The Stoic leader doesn't react emotionally to every problem. They step back. They reflect. They ask, is this within my control? If the answer is no, they let it go. If the answer is yes, they take disciplined action. This single mindset shift, control what you can, accept what you cannot, is the first step to becoming an unshakable leader. Stoic Principle 1: Control what you can, ignore what you can't. This is the cornerstone of Stoic leadership. Epictetus put it clearly: some things are up to us, and some things are not. Leaders often get overwhelmed because they try to control everything: other people's opinions, outcomes, even time itself. But this is not only impossible, it's exhausting. The Stoic leader learns to narrow their focus. You can't control if others respect you, but you can control whether you act with respect and dignity. You can't control the economy, but you can control how you adapt, how you prepare, and how you lead your team through uncertainty. You can't control the past, but you can control what you learned from it and how you show up today. By focusing only on what's within your control, you free up energy. You become more effective, more present, more powerful. Stoic Principle 2: Lead with virtue, not ego. Leadership is not about titles. It's not about followers. It's not about being liked. The Stoics believed leadership is about virtue, living with wisdom, courage, justice, and self-discipline. Wisdom to see things clearly. Courage to act even when it's hard. Justice to do what's right even if it's unpopular. Discipline to resist temptation and stay the course. This is the Stoic moral compass, and a true leader doesn't compromise it for applause or comfort. Seneca warned us about the dangers of ego. He said, "No man is more unhappy than he who never faces adversity, for he is not permitted to prove himself." Ego seeks approval. Virtue seeks truth. Choose truth. A Stoic leader leads by example, not manipulation. They hold themselves to higher standards, even when no one's watching, because to them, character is the real measure of success. Stoic Principle 3. Embrace adversity as training. To the Stoic leader, obstacles are not barriers, they are teachers. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." Hardship doesn't destroy the Stoic, it forges them. Every failure is a lesson. Every challenge is a test. Every insult is an opportunity to practice patience. If you want to lead like a Stoic, don't run from discomfort. Welcome it, use it. Got rejected? Learn resilience. Made a mistake? Build humility. Facing crisis? Develop clarity under pressure. The Stoics trained themselves to be strong in the face of chaos. Like a warrior sharpening a sword, every adversity refines the Stoic leader into something stronger, wiser, and calmer. Stoic Principle 4. Lead with presence, not panic. Modern leadership is plagued by reactivity. Notifications buzz. Fires need putting out. Emotions run high. But the Stoic leader practices stillness. They don't react impulsively. They create space between stimulus and response. They breathe, they reflect, then they act. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, if you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it, and this you have the power to revoke at any moment. The Stoic learns to pause, to zoom out, to see the bigger picture. Presence creates power. When you are present, you make better decisions. You listen more deeply. You project calm. And people trust leaders who are calm under pressure. The louder the world becomes, the more valuable silence is. Stoic Principle 5. Daily practice is greater than occasional inspiration. Leadership isn't built in moments of motivation. It's built in the quiet hours of daily discipline. The Stoics didn't just think about philosophy, they lived it every single day. They journaled, they reflected, they reminded themselves of what mattered. Marcus Aurelius wrote in his journal every morning. Seneca wrote letters to clarify his thoughts. Epictetus taught his students to rehearse Stoic values before the day began. You want to be a Stoic leader? Start your day with intention. Ask, what virtue will I embody today? End your day with reflection. Ask, did I act with wisdom and courage? What can I improve tomorrow? Build habits that anchor you. Read, write, walk, breathe, disconnect, reconnect. Consistency beats intensity. One day of virtue won't make you a leader, but years of it, that's how legacies are made. The Stoic leader in action. Let's bring this to life with a real-world example. Take Admiral James Stockdale, a U.S. Navy pilot shot down during the Vietnam War and held captive for 7 years. He was tortured over 20 times, isolated, starved, but he never lost control of his mind. Stockdale credits Epictetus and Stoic philosophy for helping him survive and lead others through unimaginable hardship. He said, "I never lost faith in the end of the story. I never doubted that I would prevail in the end and turn the experience into the defining event of my life." This mindset, believing in ultimate victory while confronting brutal reality, is now known as the Stockdale paradox. That's Stoic leadership. It's not about pretending things are easy. It's about meeting the moment with unwavering strength. Modern Stoicism for today's leaders. You don't need to be a Roman emperor or a war hero to live like a Stoic. You can be a team leader, a teacher, an entrepreneur, or just someone trying to live better. Here's how you can practice Stoic leadership today. Morning clarity. Spend 5 minutes each morning reflecting on what's in your control. Set a virtue to focus on, like patience, honesty, or discipline. Obstacle equals opportunity. When things go wrong, ask, what can I learn from this? How can this make me stronger? Respond, don't react. When triggered, pause. Take one deep breath. Ask, what would a wise leader do right now? Evening reflection. Before bed, ask, where did I succeed? Where did I fall short? What will I do better tomorrow? Lead by example. Don't preach, practice. Let your actions speak. The legacy of a Stoic leader. You may never lead an empire. You may never command thousands. But you always lead one person, yourself. And if you lead yourself with wisdom, courage, and discipline, others will follow. Stoic leadership isn't about ambition. It's about alignment. Aligning your actions with your values. Aligning your mind with reality. Aligning your life with virtue. Because in the end, leadership isn't about being in charge. It's about being in control of your choices, your emotions, your character. And that's what makes you unshakable. Live like a leader. Think like a Stoic. Become the calm in the storm, the rock in the river, the light in the darkness. You don't need more power. You need more clarity. You don't need more attention. You need more intention. You don't need to change the world. You need to master yourself. Because when you do, the world begins to change around you. That's the power of Stoic leadership.